all we're going to do today, simple session. It's based on kind of VO2. It's more genetic and it's kind of like it'll move maybe it's 1 or 2. I noticed she did a 10,000 on the track and so on, like, oh my GPS letter's down, I was running to the pace of that.
Right, we're here at Blaydon Track. This is where we did our 10k efforts a few weeks ago. And we were very lucky in that Aly Dixon saw what we were up to, saw some of the comments and offered to give us a bit of help. So Aly, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and also what you're doing with us?
Yeah, I'm Aly Dixon, northeast runner from Sunderland. Been lucky enough to compete for Great Britain and England at Worlds, Olympics, Commonwealth, Europeans. And yeah, I just came down to Elswick here at Blaydon Track today and just given some guidance about how to pace on a track and how to not believe what your GPS watch is telling you, because they're quite inaccurate on a track. So we're doing a session of 6 by 3 minutes off 2-minute recovery. It's aimed at improving speed at VO2 max, and we're looking at 5k intensity, so trying to judge our effort levels for that 5k intensity. We've got guidance on lap paces so that we know where we are in relation to our 5k PBs. And yeah, just looking forward to seeing how the guys go and see how they manage to control their efforts around the track compared to on the road.
Right, that's brilliant, Aly. Let's see how everyone gets on. Keep watching.
Basically, if you're running on a track, turn your GPS off because it's a load of bollocks. Sorry about that.
This is just a warm-up, but the field's spread out really well.
Don't rely on like the pace function on your watch. Best way to do it on the track is work out the distance that you're running. So if you're doing a 5k, get your goal time, divide that by 12.5, and that's your lap splits that you're looking at. If you were looking at doing 6-minute mile on the track, you'd be looking at about 89 seconds per lap for the splits that you're looking at. So that'll give you the extra 9 meters at the end as well. Just keep your wits about you, keep your eyes out for other people. So we'll start back at the numbers.
Next one. Yes.
For the first one, we have the faster ones near the front and just kind of space out. Like I said, it doesn't really matter where you're starting because it's a timed rep rather than a distance rep. Just give each other enough space so that you're not tripping over each other.
So this is 6 times 3 minutes at 5k pace, whatever your 5k pace is. But we're in a cool down in between of 1 minute. There's Aly shouting at us. I didn't hear anything she said. I'm just listening for the whistle. Anyway, 3 more to go. The 6 3-minute reps done. It was blooming hard. But if it's easy, you're not working hard enough, are you?
But stuff like that today, 3-minute reps, you can just go out and do that on the road or in a grass field or anything like that, because it is time-based rather than distance-based. And yeah, that's kind of the stuff at that 5k intensity that'll improve your speed at VO2 max. And then obviously, the faster you can run at VO2 max, the faster you can carry on with the 10k and half marathons as well. Well done for that. You were all putting your effort in. A A lot of years were hands on knees at the end, which is good for that sort of session. Not every session though, you have to be finishing with your hands and knees or flat on your back. You kind of, it's not about putting in one brilliant session and then having 6 weeks of kind of mediocrity because you're knackered from that one. It's about building consistency. If you put 90% effort into everything, you're going to improve a lot more than putting 100% in and then only 60%, etc. So yeah, aim is that you should finish thinking, I could do another rep at that same effort or that same pace. So make sure you get a good warm down, at least 2 laps, nice and slow. You can go out into lane 8 if you want to on this one, but just get those legs flushed. You will have built up some lactic during that session, so yeah, unless you want to be really stiff and sore tomorrow, make sure you get a good warm down. I'll hang around. Any questions, just fire them away. We can either do it as a group like this or one-to-one, but get your warm down in first. And if you've got any drinks, proteins, anything like that, get that in as well. It's quite important you get that in within a 20 to 30 minute window just to kickstart that recovery process. Yeah, cool. I'll let you go and get on them before you get cold.
Just
Yeah.
before you disappear.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I know you gave us an introduction, but you don't need an introduction really. You're a local legend and everyone knew who you were. And when we saw, well, Rich got the feedback on his Facebook post, he was astonished and we all jumped at the opportunity to come and
It's
say
good.
hello.
I enjoy coming back doing stuff like this. You know, I see it quite a lot. Kind of, I'm a club runner who's been lucky enough to have international opportunities, but I've been a club runner a lot longer. I've been at international, and you know, I'm now back at the club side of things. And yeah, just coming along to local races. You know, I've done a few of the Elswick races. Yeah, I remember doing the old Elswick relays as a kid. It was one of the first ones I did. So yeah, just, you know, keeping a connection with the local
we all
ones
appreciate that. We know how important the Northeast is to you, and it's lovely when you have a runner that's gone off, as you say, to do international competition and still come back locally. So this is only a small something. We would love to give you a free place in one of our future races, but they're all kind of hanging in the balance at the moment.
Yeah,
so
it's like the rest of the world.
a bunch of flowers will have to do for now, but it's been
lovely.
fantastic, and you've given us another fantastic memory. I know my daughter's here and she'll never forget the day she ran with you when you were in the lead in the World Marathon Championship and World Athletics in the City of London, and Bella and others were trying to keep up with you for a short stretch, and it was fantastic. And now we've got another memory to take away with us, so thank you
It was
so
past
much.
the first date restaurant, wasn't
Yes.
it?
Hold on to that, there's some water in there to keep
Thank
it
you.
fresh.
Thank you
So
very
my
much.
pleasure, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you to Rich,
Pleasure.
who has organised this.
Well, everyone did really well with that. It was certainly hard. I think quite a lot of us learned quite a lot about pacing and not necessarily looking at the watch, but thinking about the time on the track. It's one of those interesting things, isn't it, where you think you know what you're doing and you can read about stuff and learn all sorts of things, but having someone with the experience of Aly Dixon come and help, you know, we're standing on the shoulders of giants when that sort of thing happens. It's been a really good session.